So then, here are 5 completely random but quite cool facts about the Alton Towers resort. So then, first up, next time you ride the Smiler and exit through the gift shop, look down by the tills. You may have noticed that there is glass beneath your feet, but you can't see anything through it. Well, this is because when the ride was in its design phases, they actually planned to have a look-through to the indoor inversion. However, during design and building, there was clearly a mix-up because this never came to fruition. However, the glass is there. So, next time you're stood there, know that beneath your feet is the first inversion on the Smiler. Second up, we're throwing back to a great ride that's sadly no longer with us, the Alton Towers log flume. But, did you know that it's not all completely gone? Next time you're going to ride the Congo River Rapids, look to your right hand side on that path that leads from the Wicker Man. You may see a concrete trough. Now, that is actually one of the troughs from the log flume that was never removed. And nobody knows why this was. I'm assuming it was just they didn't need to. It wasn't obstructing anything, so they left it be. Which is quite nice, really, leaving it to stay there for people who know what it is to sort of reminisce and remember it as they walk past. Next up, do you remember when Oblivion used to say don't look down before you drop? Well, this was removed because screams generated on the drop were so loud that local residents were complaining. So, due to this, they had to remove it, and apparently it's dropped screaming level, but people still seem to scream at Oblivion, because, well, it is absolutely terrifying. I'm not going to make out I don't get scared. Next up, have you ever been at the Alton Towers entrance and noticed the double corkscrew outside? Well, that is actually the double corkscrew from the iconic corkscrew roller coaster. When it was removed to make space for obviously 13, they didn't want to demolish it completely because it's so iconic. It's a foothold in what the park is today. It's the first domino that started the chain reaction of the rides we have today. So what they did was place the iconic double corkscrew outside the park as like a landmark and a throwback to those of people who know who it was. So next time you're at the entrance, look up and appreciate the incredible piece of Alton Towers history. Next up, when you're at Alton Towers, have you ever noticed that you cannot see any of the roller coasters from outside the park? Well, this is deliberate because Alton Towers is quite commonly known as having one of the most restrictive building regulations of any park in the UK. They're not allowed to be too noisy, they're not allowed to be visible, they're not allowed to be high. So Towers usually improvises by digging down. Although some people may see this as a constraint, I personally believe that it's caused Towers to innovate and create some of the most unique roller coasters in the world. Obviously you've got Oblivion, which is a dive machine that goes completely underground for its drop. That's incredible. It sort of set a trend really, didn't it? A lot of dive coasters now have tunnels, and I really think Oblivion sort of set that precedent. Also, Nemesis, one of the most iconic inverted roller coasters in the world, you could say. It's so iconic because it's a terrain invert. It was forced to be because of the tree height build. They had to use TNT to blow up the rocks to dig down for this ride, and I think it made it what it is today, having such incredible pacing. So then, thank you for watching. I hope this gave you some facts that you didn't know. If you're an enthusiast, you probably knew all of these. I'm sorry for wasting your time. But if you enjoyed, please do like and comment if you want me to make another one, because I quite enjoyed making this and going back and looking at Towers facts. It was quite fun to do. So if you enjoyed, yeah, please do say in the comments. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.